What's up, everybody? This is Dayton from Killinois Kennels. Let me start off by saying Happy New Year, everybody, and shout out to all of our subscribers and supporters and everybody that shows us love on this channel. We really appreciate y'all. We had a real good year last year, and this year it's going to be even better, so make sure you guys stay tuned. What you're seeing right here is one of our breedings we got going on. For those of you who don't know, we are American Bully breeders over here, and I'm also a judge for a couple different bully registries. And what you're about to see today is a dog show I judged out in Brazil not too long ago. And this right here is another one of our breedings. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the rest of this video. It's going to be one of the best videos we've ever dropped. Again, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And also go back and check out some of our other videos. We got a lot of real nice American Bully content on this channel. We do have puppies available, and we have some real nice pups coming soon, and these are some of the dogs you can see coming from us over here at Killinois Kennels. But thanks for watching, and make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video. Just got out here to the Galleria in St. Louis. About to walk in here and pick up a couple things before I hop on my flight. I gotta hop on this flight here in St. Louis, and I'm heading to Miami and then to Brazil. Just got here to the St. Louis airport. Just checked in my bags and stuff. Got a little bit of weight. About to hop on this flight to Miami and then heading to Brazil. Just made it to my gate. I'm gonna sit here and chill for a little bit. I got about an hour before they start boarding the flight. About to head to Miami. I wish I had a little bit more time in Miami. Go check it out a little bit. That'd be the first time I ever been there, but it is what it is. About to go see Brazil and see what's going on down there. Like I said before, we're American Bully breeders. We've been doing this stuff for a real long time over here. We do have puppies available, like I said, off of Napoleon and Champion Juliet. We got some real nice puppies coming soon. So after you guys get done watching this video, make sure you actually go to our channel and go check out some of these other videos, man. We got tons of good content on this channel, tons of good American Bullies, all that good stuff. So after you get done watching this video all the way through, make sure you go check out some of those other videos. This was my first time ever being out of the country and one of the longest flights I ever been on in my life. But you know, we pulled into Brazil real early, and you know, I got a real good look over the land and stuff like that. And Brazil's a real beautiful country, man. And big shout out to Bruno and Beatrice for bringing me out. We really appreciate it. As soon as we touched down in Brazil, the show host had somebody come pick me up from the airport, and you know, we headed straight over to his house, went to go check out some of his kennels, some of his dogs, stuff like that. This isn't going to be a normal show vlog you've seen from us. You know, we're going to have a lot of kennel footage, a lot of dogs, tons of footage, man. I put in a lot of work on this video. So please make sure you guys hit this like button, comment, support this video as much as possible. We really appreciate it, man. We put in a lot of work for you guys on this video, and we think you're really going to like it. It is a long video, but it's really nice. Look at all the graffiti you guys see here, man. This was like this all over in Brazil. They had tons and tons of real nice graffiti everywhere, man. And then, like I said, Brazil's a real beautiful country, and I can't wait to go back. Airport, stopped over here at a buddy's house, check out his kennels and his dogs. It's got a real nice setup over here, a bunch of nice exotics and all that. Look at this view out here. Yeah, it's real nice out here, man. I can't believe it. So yeah, like I said, you know, as soon as we touched down in Brazil, the show host had one of his buddies come pick me up. We went over to his kennels, went to check out his yard and his dogs and stuff. This guy had a real beautiful setup, real beautiful house, and it just, you know, had a real good time over there. Big shout out to him for taking care of me while I was out there. These guys had a lot of real nice show quality exotic bullies at their camp, man. I was really surprised. Bunch of real nice exotic. And the reason I'm pointing that out is because I don't want you guys to get them confused with American bullies. You know, these dogs you're seeing right here are all exotic bullies.
Becky!
The view was amazing over here, and it's like that all over in Brazil, but it was really hard for me to capture it on camera, but I tried my best, and you know, and you can still see it looks real nice, but it was way more impressive in person. Yeah, man, it's crazy beautiful out here, man. This shit is crazy. They got a nice little setup here. Big old spot for the dogs to run. Nice little pool. I'm gonna get some little footage of all that. Nice little pool for the dogs to jump in. This right here was the little pool area for the dogs. If you see that, it's a big X. That's their actual kennel logo, man. That was really cool, man. That's something I want to do out here at our camp. But this is the only footage I got that day of this kennel. But don't worry, because we did come back and got a little bit more. But, you know, after this, we ended up heading to the hotel, got a little bit of rest, and got ready for the big show the next day. You guys are going to see a lot of footage like this of the land and, you know, stuff like that. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I wanted to make sure I got enough footage of everything while I was there. But I can promise you, this is a long video, but it's going to be a very entertaining video, so make sure you guys stay tuned to the end. I was there for the whole weekend, so, you know, I got a lot of footage of the dog show. The next day, we went out and hung out with some breeders from Brazil and had a little cookout and hung out and stuff like that. And then, you know, we went to his kennel, went to go check out all of his dogs. The very next day, we went to another kennel's house, went to a couple of his spots and checked out his dogs. It's going to be a real good video, man. So make sure you guys stay tuned, and please hit that like button, show some love in the comments. It really means a lot to us, man, and we really appreciate it. Well, that's it for driving around and stuff like that. Sorry, you know, most of these videos I do for you guys, but a lot of this footage I put in here for myself for times that I'll never forget, man. But you know, right after this little clip right here, we're gonna be getting into the dog show, so make sure you stay tuned. Well, it was the next day, the actual day of the show, and this was the actual show banner. And you know, now we're gonna pull up and do a little walkthrough for you guys. And as we was pulling up, they had a real huge banner out there. They had a bunch of real nice booths, a pool, all types of good stuff. Make sure you stay tuned. I'm gonna start off with this walkthrough. This was the actual show ring right here. Had all the booths and booth setups down this way right here. Then you know, once you come back around over here, they had the little pool section over there. And back there above those roofs and stuff, they had a buffet, a bar, all types of stuff, man. They really had it going on. This was one of the best shows I ever been to, for sure. Well, we just got to the show. It's looking like a pretty good turnout already. Just did a walk around for you guys, let you guys see a little bit of everything. They're still dealing with registration. Looks like it's gonna be a real good turnout so far. This big head was something they had specially made for the best exotic, and all those real nice collars and stuff right there. Somebody had donated that to the show to give out to the show winners. Here you got all your trophies and stuff like that. Man, these guys went all out for this show, man. Look at all the banners. They had banners everywhere. You know what I mean? They put in a lot of work. It was the International Bully Coalition, which was teamed up with the IBKC to have an IBKC sanctioned show out there, and that's why I was out there. That's what I came to judge, was the actual IBKC show. But you can see, you know, the handlers getting their dogs ready, walking around, checking out all the kennel booths. You know, we do a couple walks around because we got there, we get to the show pretty early and stuff like that. You know, not everybody's there quite as early as we are, but you know, the place started filling up all them kennel booths was all filled up by the time the day was over. This boy right here, this big boy to the right there, was a real nice dog. If you look back there behind that banner, there's a real nice boy back there. I don't think I got a whole lot of footage of him, but he was super nice. But as you guys can see, you know, the day was starting to move along a little bit. A lot more people was coming to the show, getting their booth set up and all that. But like I said before earlier in the video, once we got towards the later in the day, man, this whole place was filled up with booths and people, man. It was a really, really good show. I want to send a huge shout out to the owner of the IBKC, Memo Loke, for referring me to get me out here to this show. I appreciate it, big dog. This right here was a magazine that the International Bully Coalition has in Brazil. And right here, they're out here checking dogs' heights and stuff, making sure the owners got all their dogs in the right classes, stuff like that.
IBC 2018, etapa Minas Gerais.
Sucesso total!
Here's some real nice oldie bulldog puppies that I seen out there. This boy right here was super nice. One of my favorite American bullies I seen while I was out there in Brazil. And this boy right here was super nice as well. Owned by Team Bro. Shout outs to Team Bro of Brazil. One of the few guys that I was able to actually communicate with out there. He spoke English and stuff. Real cool dude. These guys were out here selling a lot of products at their booth, like heartworm medication, flea stuff, all that type of stuff. This boy right here was super nice as well. Like I said before, banners everywhere. Here's a few clips of all the handlers and owners getting their dogs ready for the show, grooming them and stuff like that. In Brazil, they're over there working on their own breed, and this is what they call a monster pit bull out there. This is one as well right here. Like I said before, back there in that right area back there, that was where they had like a buffet with steak and chicken and all types of stuff. They also had, you know, beer and drinks and all types of stuff like that as well. Here's another look at that big exotic bully trophy they got there, and them collars and some of the actual IBKC sanction show trophies as well. Shout out to this guy coming up in the green, Marco. He's one of the people. We went to his house and checked out a couple of his yards and stuff like that. Real good dude, real cool dude. Another dude that I got to actually have a conversation with out there. You know, not too many people spoke English out there, but there was a couple of people that I got to talk to while I was there. But like I said before, later in the day, you know, the place started filling up a little bit more, so we went ahead and did another walkthrough. That way you guys could get a little bit better look of everybody that was there, all the dogs and stuff like that. I really like this Tri-Boy on the left here. Real nice American Bully. It was pretty crazy. In Brazil, they got soccer fields like this all over the place, like we do basketball courts in the United States. It's pretty cool.
Tell you what, man,
to be, you know, in the American Bullies ever since the very beginning and see how far it's come. Out here in Brazil, man, they're really doing it big. I'm really surprised, man. That first kennel I went to while I was in Brazil that had that big X pool and that real nice kennel setup, this is a couple of his dogs you see right here, a couple real nice exotic bullies. What you're about to see here in a second is they had me come out, speak to the crowd, let everybody know who I was, where I come from, stuff like that, while Beatrice, you know, translated everything for me for the crowd. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm Dayton Bodine from Killinois Kennels. I'm in America, in Chicago. I want to tell everybody thank you for having me out here, and you know, you guys got a beautiful country out here, and I'm really impressed with the American Bully, you guys, all the American Bullies and all the dogs you guys have out here. Thanks for having me, I appreciate it.
Ele se apresentou, ele é o Dayton do Killinois de Chicago. Ele está muito agradecido por ter todo mundo aqui. Ele já rodou aqui, já viu muitos cães muito bonitos. Tá agradecendo a todo mundo, falou que o país é incrível. E gostou bastante do país. Que a gente ainda vai levar para passear, que a gente não teve tempo. Ele vai falar como é que ele entrou no mundo bully agora.
I started with gang dogs when I was young, about 15, 16 years old, and I then went on to UKC, American Pit Bull Terriers, and after that I had got into the American Bully. I've been involved with the American Bully since the very beginning. My oldest American Bully just passed away at 17 years old, and he's got dogs all over the world. He's a real known dog. You should check him out sometime. Killinois Kennels Devo.
Ele começou quando tinha uns 15, 16 anos, criando pitbull. Ele competia já no UKC com pit. E aí ele entrou para o American Bully, perdeu o primeiro cachorro dele agora com 17 anos. Ele faz parte também, que ele esqueceu de falar, mas ele já tinha comentado. Ele entrou pro Hall da Fama do Midwest.
Killinois Kennels Devo.
Ele comentou sobre o Killinois Dogs, que é um dos cachorros também pioneiros, que morreu agora, para o pessoal, se quiser pesquisar a respeito. Então, tem filho no mundo inteiro. Então, tá.
Thank you. I had came out here by myself. You know, usually I got my girl or my sons or a couple of my buddies with me recording and stuff, so I wasn't able to get a whole lot of footage of the show ring and stuff, but I did get a lot of footage of the best in show and as much stuff as I could. You see where these guys are talking and all that? This come from the video that the IBC put out, and you know, they had a lot of copyrighted music in it, so I couldn't actually put what these people was saying. I would have liked to, but I would have got copyrighted strikes and stuff like that. But in the bottom left hand corner of everybody talking, you can see their names and stuff like that, so you can search them on Facebook and, you know, any type of stuff like that if you want to contact them. You know, I know a lot of people from Brazil are going to watch this video, and they would have liked to hear that and see that. And like I said, I wish I could have put all that footage in there, but I didn't want YouTube to take this video down. But if you guys do want to hear what these guys said, make sure you go check out our other videos. A while back, I put out a little sneak peek of the video that the IBC put out, and you can hear everything that everybody had to say and all that good stuff. Like I said before, these guys had a big buffet with a bunch of food and free drinks and all that stuff. It was the first time I ever been to a show where they actually had like a buffet, a free buffet with food and drinks and all that. Since I was judging, I wasn't able to get a whole lot of footage of the show and people with their trophies and stuff. So this is just a couple little clips I got from the IBC's footage. And but like I said, I got the whole Best in Show class coming here soon, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And another thing, they had a vet out here at this show. That's who you just seen right there. I guess, you know, in Brazil, to have dog shows out there, you must have a vet on site at the show. Well, that's it for the, the show classes and all this, all the footage. But now we're going to go ahead and get into the actual Best in Show.
American Bully, Exotic Bully, Pitbull, and Pitch Monster.
Once the Best in Show came along, man, these people started going crazy. It reminded me of the bully world back when it very first started. They were outside of the ring chanting for their favorite dog, going crazy, man. I really, really respected that. They had a lot of fun at this show, and you know what I mean? It was just, man, it was a real good experience for me, for sure.
Esse é o melhor que nós vimos passar por aqui. Os melhores do Bulldog Versão 2018. Melhor Bulldog francês, melhor Bulldog inglês, melhor American Bully, que as rações Equilíbrio também ofertou pro Best in Show do dia um totem de tamanho real. E olha aí, hein? Quero ver a torcida! Quem torce? Não tô ouvindo! Quem será o Best in Show do dia? Vai ser o Bulldog francês, o Bulldog inglês, o American Bully, o Exotic Bully, o Old English Bulldog, o American Pitbull Terrier ou o Pitch Monster. Vai a torcida, hein? Chegou a hora, chegou o grande momento do dia. Estamos próximos a descobrir o grande vencedor do dia. Segundo o nosso juiz, segundo lugar, Best in Show é o Cão Chiron. Em segundo lugar, o Exótico Crown.
Well, as you guys can see, I went for the American Bully for the Best in Show, and my reserve went to the Exotic Bully here. Both two real nice dogs. I want to send a big shout out to everybody that came out to this show and supported. We really, really appreciate it. Well, it's a wrap for the show. It was a good, real good turnout, real good event. A lot of nice dogs in the building, and I had a blast. Nothing but love out here. Everybody showed me hella love, and it was a real good time, man. It's crazy how they got it popping out here, man. It's crazy to, I've been involved with the Bullies since the very beginning, and to see how far it's come and to see it out here in Brazil and them doing it big out here, man, it's pretty crazy. It's a good thing to see. But I want to thank everybody for having me out here. Had a blast. Well, that's it for footage of the actual show, but make sure you guys stay tuned. I got a lot more footage. It's still going to be a real good video, so make sure you stay tuned. Right now, I'm showing you guys my hotel room. I forgot to do that the first night, but it was a real nice hotel room. Again, shout out to Beatrice and Bruno for taking care of me while I was out there. Still coming up, we're going to head back to the kennels house that I went to as soon as I arrived to Brazil. Then we're going to go catch up with some breeders, have a little barbecue, go hang out on the boats and jet skis and stuff like that. Then we're going to go to one of the breeders' houses, check out his kennels, his dogs. And then the next day, we're going to go to the breeder's house that won the whole dog show, check out a couple of his yards. We still got a lot of real nice stuff coming up in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Well, it's the day after the show. I'm about to catch up with the show host. I don't know what we're gonna go do. I think he's got some stuff planned. Go check out a little bit of Brazil before I get up out of here. I'm still here for, today's Sunday. I leave tomorrow night at like 9 o'clock Brazil time. Don't get home until like 8 o'clock on Tuesday. But we'll go see what we can get into and see what kind of footage we can get for y'all. Kicks for the day, Jordan 11 breads. Here's the hotel I'm staying in. The area I'm staying in. Sounds like a couple gunshots just went off. Don't know what that was, but that's what it sounds like in the U.S. I guess I'll show you this side of it. It's all glass. Once my Uber come and picked me up, we went back to the kennels house that I went to as soon as I arrived to Brazil. This is one of the guy's main studs he has on the yard. Real short, real compact males. Small, like super small. They'd go crazy over this dog in the Midwest. If you look up on top of that table right there, they had this badass little statue of this boy right here. I thought that was pretty cool. Got a little bit of video of it for you guys. Then I headed back out to his kennels, got a little bit of footage. This was a real nice try, exotic bully. He had a bunch of real nice dogs out there. Well, that's it for dogs in his kennel, but don't worry, we're going to come back and we're going to go outside and check out some of his puppies and stuff. But right now we're going to go meet up with these other breeders of Brazil. Look at the, man, I couldn't really capture everything on camera, man, but the view of this, everything I'm looking at right here was just crazy, man. I know you can't really see it that good on camera, but man, it was something definitely real nice to see in person for sure.
Came out here to this little gated community. Come out here to meet with some of the other breeders of Brazil. Came out here with the show host and about to go hop on this boat and hang out, eat some food. It's been a real good time out here though, man. I've had a blast. I want to send a big shout out to Bruno and Beatrice for having me out here and judging. Had a real good time. Gonna try to get as much footage of everything I can. They're out here riding the jet skis and all that good stuff.
Olha o que ela faz no baile funk com as amigas.
Man, all these houses out here in this little gated community were crazy, man. It was a real little beautiful place in Brazil, man. And I want to send a big shout out to all these guys that had us out for the barbecue, took us on the boat, invited us to their house and stuff like that. Big shout out to all these guys right here.
É o novo hit do verão, pra geral curtir. Ela joga o bumbum pro alto, não.
Well, we was just finishing up out here with the barbecue and riding on the boats and jet skis and all that stuff. But now we're going to go ahead and head to one of these guys' house. He's got a real beautiful house. Real nice setup. Bunch of nice dogs. So make sure you guys stay tuned. As we was leaving right here, there was a real bad wreck right there, man. People was out there driving crazy in Brazil, boy. But you know, we stopped at the little spot, grabbed a few things. This was like a little, you know, pool hall where they were hanging out. And then on the way to this guy's house, man, he had like it was crazy. It was like a long dirt road where they just like went through with a bulldozer and just made a road, man. It was crazy. It was like way out here in the middle of nowhere, but he's got a real beautiful house out here. Make sure you guys stay tuned. I wish I could have made it out here during the day out in the sun, man. This guy had a real nice house, real nice setup. Over here to the left, he had a bunch of like little fenced in areas for the dogs. Up top there, you're gonna see his little kennel building. You know, he had a little puppy room right there to the left, all the kennels back there. Real nice spot out here, man.
to this Kennels house. About to go check out some of their dogs. This guy's got a beautiful house out here, man. It's crazy.
This guy had this real nice pool there. Nice little chilling room with a pool table. They're out there just kicking it and cooking and stuff, man. It was a real nice house. This guy had the biggest bottle of whiskey I ever seen in my life. I had to try a little bit of that. But now we're going to go ahead and move up here and go check out his kennel setup, his dogs, his little puppy room, all that stuff, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned. We got a lot of real nice footage. This boy right here was a Bully Camp Line's Mr. Miyagi son. Real badass exotic dog right here. I'm not sure who this guy was off of, but I'm pretty sure he went back into some Dax blood. This boy right here was probably my favorite dog I've seen in Brazil. Definitely my favorite American Bully. Real badass boy. These guys had a lot of real nice dogs. I really like that Tri-Boy right there too. Again, like I said, this boy right here was probably my favorite American Bully that I seen in Brazil. He didn't put him in the show, but he was there. I wish he would have put him in the show, though. That boy was a real nice boy, man. This right here was his little whelping room and puppy area. Real nice little setup in here. This guy right here holding the dog, this is the actual owner of this kennel. I didn't get to get his name, man. It was really hard for me to like communicate with people and stuff like that out there. But man, shout out to everybody that I met out in Brazil, man. There's a lot of real cool people. You know, Bruno helped me translate and talk to everybody. But you know, again, shout out to everybody in Brazil, man. I had a great time out there and I can't wait to come back. They ended up pulling out this Mr. Miyagi son, and you know, so I could get some footage of him. Like I said, you know, when touchdown over here in Brazil and seeing the Mr. Miyagi son over there, I wanted to get some footage of this boy. Real nice exotic bully. Well, that's all the footage I got of this guy's kennels and dogs and stuff. After this, we ended up going and hanging out inside, had a few drinks, ate some food, and, you know, called it a night. I want to send a huge shout out to Carlos. He was the one that was cooking all this food here, man. It was something different than I'm normal to, but it was definitely good, man. And again, thanks for all the hospitality to all these guys. Well, it's my last day in Brazil. I hop on a flight tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. and I got a long 8-hour flight to Miami, and then when I get to Miami I got a couple hour layover, so it's gonna be a long little journey, but get kind of ready to get home, ready to see my son, my girl, and my dogs. So but yeah, he's about to come pick me up right now, and let's see what we're gonna get into and get as much footage of Brazil before I leave. Kicks of the day, all red 11s. Again, we headed back to the kennels house that I first went to as soon as I got to Brazil. Got a little bit more footage of his yard and stuff like that. This guy's whole yard was fenced in, had a big gate before you come in his house, so he could just let his dogs run around, no problem, stuff like that. He had a real nice setup. Here in a second, I'm going to show you guys some of these puppies he had off to the right. He had a little setup over here to the right where he kept all his pups and stuff right here. He had a lot of real nice pups out there, a lot of real nice exotic pups. Again, I want to send a big shout out to this guy over here, man. He showed me nothing but love and hooked me up while I was out there. I really appreciate him. Now we're going to head to the guy's house that his dog won the whole show the other day. But man, look at the view here, man. This place was crazy. Like, you know, Brazil's a real beautiful country. You know, I knew it was, but I didn't know how much it was until you're actually there, sitting there looking at it. But yeah, we're going to head to this guy's house, check out his yard. He had a couple different yards. So again, make sure you guys stay tuned. We got a lot of real good footage in store for you. There was a lot of homeless people in Brazil, but it was crazy. Like, you know, you see there, that's where they were living right there. Like, they would build, like, you know, little houses and stuff like that. You know, I mean, you know, in the United States, a little bit different, you know what I mean? People ain't putting in work like that. People will come shut you down. But, you know, over here, they let them, you know, build their little huts and stuff like that, man. It was pretty crazy. Like I said before, there's a lot of real nice graffiti all over Brazil, man. It was pretty crazy. Brazil has a lot of people, but these were the only cops I seen the whole time I was in Brazil. I would see all types of people, but those were the only cops, and they were sitting right there at their little police station, you know what I mean? It was crazy though. That's probably why, you know, stuff's so crazy over in Brazil. They just don't have enough police officers to police everything. You know, I don't know exactly how it goes all over in Brazil, but the areas that I went to, you know, a lot of places was like this, but then you would have to go into a gated community, and that's where a lot of people lived. You know, I didn't go everywhere and I didn't get to see everything, but that was my experience and everything that I seen while I was in Brazil. But again, you know, it was a real beautiful place, man, and had a great time. We're out here at the kennels, at the kennel that Dog won the whole show yesterday. Come out here to check out his yard and rest of his dogs and see what he's got going on out here. He's got a real nice place too. This guy in the red shirt here was the owner of this kennel's, like, you know, kennel help and stuff. He comes and he'd work at his house for 8 hours a day, and that was his job, you know what I mean? That was one thing that I seen in Brazil that, you know, all the breeders I went to, all their houses, they all had a guy that worked there 8 hours a day, you know, just like a full-time job and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. But that white boy on the right there, that's the boy I picked to win the whole show, the whole IBKC show. And this fawn boy over to the left here, that's his father, another real nice boy. But yeah, this guy had some real nice dogs as well, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned. He's gonna, you know, we're gonna go inside of his kennel building. We're gonna go back and check out his puppies. He's got this little puppy room and stuff. Real nice setup. Just like the kennel we went to last night, this guy as well, they both had American Bullies and exotic bullies. But this was that white boy's father. He was a real nice boy. You could see the Dax blood in him right there. I don't know his pedigree to be exact, but you can definitely see the Dax blood in that boy. This guy that owned this place was super cool, man. He was one of another person that, you know, that spoke English as well, and I could actually have a conversation with. He was a real cool dude, and, you know, shout out to Marcos. Thanks for letting me come over and check out your dogs, man. Thanks for letting me put my hands on your boy in the show ring. We really appreciate it, man, and I had a real good time, you know, kicking it with you and checking out your dogs. This guy right here, man, he had a real beautiful house as well, man. The view on his property, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. I couldn't imagine living there every day and looking at that, man. That view is insane. He ended up letting some of his up-and-coming pups out, letting them run around and stuff. But like with the bamboo fence and all that stuff, man, that stuff looks cool as hell to me, man. And that stuff was really sturdy. Like that stuff is a lot more impressive in person, man. That setup looks cool as hell. Towards the right there is where we was just inside the building, and out here on the left, you know, he had some kennels on the outside as well, and that brick building is where he whelps his puppies at. I really like this setup he had for his puppies with this brick building and stuff, man. It was real nice in there. He had some real nice tri puppies here. I think they go back into some Dax blood. Real nice pups though. This guy had mentioned that these pups were something that he was working on for the show ring. I just want to put that out there. Well, that's it for video of these puppies. Now we're going to go ahead and move on outside again. Like I was saying earlier, the view on this guy's property was crazy, man. It was like, you know, way more impressive in person. But man, I couldn't imagine looking at that every day. But we come down here to his little pool area. He's got like a little pool house here with a pool table and, you know, all types of stuff, man. This guy had a real nice setup over here, man. And, you know, after we get done hanging out here for a little bit and stuff like that, we ended up going to his other spot where he's got a whole nother kennel set up and everything over there. So make sure you guys stay tuned. I don't know if you could really tell, but we're like on a mountain and we're surrounded by mountains of trees and stuff, man. It's like I said, it's really hard to catch it all on camera, but it's way more impressive in person, man. And it's something I'll never forget, that's for sure. Down there was like the gate to get into the property, and he had his show banner and stuff like that. But look at all them trees on all them mountains and stuff, man. Like I said before, we was in a little gated community, man, and it was just crazy around there. There's like 2 little lakes there. Real cool. But now we're pulling up to his other spot. And again, he's got his show banner hanging up outside. He's got a gate to actually get in the place. You go up this long driveway. You're about to see his kennel set up, a bunch more of his dogs. So make sure you guys stay tuned. just now pulling up to his kennels here. You can see a Dax banner hanging right there. And that's what I mean by the world famous Dax, man. That dog's got kids all over the world, and you're about to see some of them here in a second. So make sure you stay tuned. Up here, he had a real nice kennel set up. Go all the way down, and then once you go down the driveway a little bit, he's got the little setup down there with the Dax banner and all that. Man, this guy had two real nice setups around here, man. I was really impressed. That white female on the right there was the mother of the dog I chose to win Best in Show for the IBKC show I judged out there. You seen him at that last spot, and you also seen his father. He let me do a little walk around, walking up and down the kennels so I could get a bunch of video of the dogs. And then here in a second, you're going to see some footage of him letting them all out, letting them run in the yard and stuff like that. Then after that, we'll work our way down, and you can see some of those dogs down by the Dax banner and all that stuff. Again, I want to send a huge shout out to Marcos for letting us come out, check out his dogs, hang out and stuff. Let us see a lot of the, his setups and all that. And I want to send a huge shout out to everybody that did, let me do that, man. I had a real good time out there. Got to see a lot of American bullies, a lot of exotic bullies, and, got to see what Brazil's doing with the dogs out here. I'm sure there's a lot more out there, but I did get to see a lot of good stuff while I was there. And again, I want to send a huge shout out for them guys that let me come out there and record and all that good stuff, man, to make this video for you guys. Well, that's it for the video of these guys running around up here. Now we're going to go ahead and move down to where you've seen that Dax banner. He's got a bunch of dogs down there. He's got a real big oldie bulldog down there and a few Dax kids. Make sure you stay tuned for that. I'm pretty sure most of the dogs you're going to see down here are off of Dax or somehow have Dax in their pedigree, all besides that big oldie bulldog you see in the back. Wait till you see that boy. He's a monster for sure. He was produced by Bruno and Beatrice that brought me out to judge that show. That's one of their productions back there. Wait till you see that boy. I believe that's a Dax son right there, this chocolate tri-male. But yeah, that big oldie bulldog back there, he was produced by the people that brought me out to judge that show. Big badass boy. That was one of my favorite dogs of Brazil right there. Wait till you see the head on that boy. That big dog, you did? That's a badass. They end up pulling that big red boy out so I could take a look at him, man. Look at the bone and the head on that male, man. He's huge. If I ever got a bulldog, man, I'd want it to look like that boy right there. Again, big shout out to Bruno and Beatrice for producing that male. He's real nice, man. Me and Bruno was messing around talking about him, man. I really like that boy. Man, I was really happy to get out here in Brazil and actually be able to go out and look at a lot of dogs, man. I mean, that's how it used to be in the bully world, man. We would all meet in one spot, go out, check out everybody's yards, check out everybody's dogs, and, you know, that's what this whole trip reminded me of, man. It just reminded me of the good old days of the bully world when, you know, there wasn't so much politics and other stuff going on, man. It was just a real good time. And they're all out there in Brazil having a real good time with these dogs, man. And, you know, shout out to Brazil. Like I said earlier, you know, during the show, the way they were chanting during the show and all that stuff, chanting for their favorite dog. And, you know, anytime you give them a ribbon, they'd just be so happy to get that ribbon and stuff. Like I said, that reminds me of early on in the bully world. You know, nowadays, it's not quite like that in the U.S., and we need to get back to that. But here's another look at that big, you know, oldie bulldog. Again, one of my favorite dogs of Brazil right there, produced by Bruno and Beatrice that brought me out. Big shout outs to them, man. They got a lot of real nice dogs. Hopefully next time I come out there, I'll be able to go out and check out their kennel. They got a real nice kennel set up, a bunch of real nice oldie bulldogs. This right here was the last little bit of footage I got while I was in Brazil. Right now I'm on my way to the airport, about ready to head back home. Well, I just got to the airport, got in there, checked my bags in, about ready to get ready to run through customs. Again, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Big shout out to all of our subscribers and supporters. If you guys watch this video all the way through, make sure you hit that like button and leave the words IBKC Brazil in the comment section. We wanted to start the new year off with a bang, so we saved this Brazil video for that. You know, sorry it took us so long to put it up, man. It's been a rough couple days over here ever since New Year's. I've been working really hard on this video, man, so please hit that like button and, you know, throw some love in the comments section. We really appreciate you guys. I want to send a huge shout out to Bruno and Beatrice for bringing me out, showing me a really good time. Nothing but love and hospitality, man. I had one of the best times of my life out there, and you guys brought me out and showed me a real good time, man. So really, I really want to thank y'all again. I want to send a huge shout out to XB Kennels for picking me up from the airport, you know, showing me around, you know, having good times, stuff like that, man. I really appreciate you, man. It was good meeting you. I want to send a huge shout out to the guy's house. We went out to had a barbecue, went to go check out his kennel. I want to send a huge shout out to Marcos for letting us come out and check out his kennel, man. And I want to send a real big shout out to everybody that came out and supported this IBKC event in Brazil, man. It was good meeting all you guys. Thanks for everybody that took pictures with me and showed me nothing but love out there, man. I'll never forget this experience. And until next time, Brazil, thanks again. I've been involved with the American Bullies ever since the very beginning, and it's good to see how how they've made their way out here to Brazil, and you guys are doing it big out here with American Bullies. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. We really appreciate it. Also, make sure you go back and check out some of our other videos. We got a lot of real nice American Bully content on this channel. This is one of our breedings we have going, and this is another one that we have going on. We also have puppies available, so make sure you go check out some other videos on our channel. And again, thanks for watching. Shout out to Brazil, and shout out to all of our subscribers and supporters.